Shake it, baby. Oh yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it.
I finish you.
Even before the fight.
I finish you, little man.
Get that fuck your ass from here.
I finish you.
Gillia's just said in the cage there, he's gonna submit me. He won't do that, but he said it because he knows he can't knock me out. He won't run that little bitch in his place. Get it, buff.
Hugo, Ilia knockout? Charles Oliveira? Ilia knockout? How? Can you show me? How knockout? 8 masih gak tisha Ilia temerek awal dalia makari Ilia zah makari Ilia kuat makari gak tisha pengen kamari.
Paddy Pimblett did come in the cage tonight. Y'all had a little fun. I mean, but, you know, there's Arman Tsarukyan, there's Justin Gaethje. Is that the fight that you want more than anything else?
Yes. Yes, that's the fight that I want. Because with Charles, I had a little bit difficult situation because I really like the guy, you know. He's a really great human being. You can hate him. You always see him surrounded by his family, friends, teammates. He's an amazing human being. But at the end, I was like, this is competition. I have to do my job, and that's it. But with Paddy, I'm really gonna enjoy kicking his ass.
Ilia, after the fight, you know, he called in Paddy Pimblett and brought him into the cage, and they had a face-off. Obviously, they've got a long history together. I know there's a lot of options on the table for Ilia, but when he shows that type of interest in a fight, does that make you want to make it?
Well, I don't know who the hell let him in there. That should have never happened. Let's start there. I was already back in my room, or that would have never happened. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't really think about that stuff tonight, other than, you know, obviously the Van fight. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. My thing with Ilia, with Topuria is his wife and kid are in the octagon. You know, that's not the fight. It's just, yeah.
It was fun to watch.
It shouldn't happen.
It was fun to watch.
Well, that's not really what we do. Give a shit if it was fun to watch or not. It's just that shouldn't happen. Plus, he wins a second title in a higher division. It was a bad call by whoever the hell let him in there.
I think most people agree that you need to be a little higher in the pound-for-pound rankings. Do you have a spot that you feel you belong? I mean, is it number one, or do you be like, well, maybe there's some behind this?
No, it don't make sense. If I'm not the number 2, I'm just behind of the Islam Makhachev, you know? That's not make sense. 5 fights for title, 8 victories in streak, 2nd submission, 4 title defense. Numbers don't lie, brother, you know? The only guy accept that is Islam Makhachev because he have the numbers, you know. I try to understand their pound-for-pound rankings. I think maybe it's the more victories. Maybe it's victories with ranking guys. Maybe it's, I don't know. The guys think I need to beat me someone to like a. You put Jack Madalena in the front of me. You think I need to beat Jack Madalena to get his position? That's crazy, you know. I think it's time to respect more flyweight, you know.
Your manager Ali also said earlier, you know, and I want to get your words because we've only heard from Ali, that if you don't get the title shot, you're willing to just hang it up and walk away for good.
We'll see how it goes. Catch me on a certain day, I'll tell you a certain thing. It's a very emotional sport, but I try not to speak too out of pocket when I'm emotional, which is right now. So I'm going to fight again in the future. Has to be the champion.
And Justin Gaethje said that if he doesn't get a title shot, that he'd be thinking about retiring, and that he's basically inferring that you guys owe him a favor for him stepping in for UFC 300. I just wanted your thoughts on that.
Listen, everybody has you know, their opinions on. Listen, if you're thinking about retiring, you know how I feel about that. You should probably retire. We love Justin Gaethje, and Justin Gaethje did step up, and he's been an exciting, fun fighter to have here in the UFC. But to say, hey, listen, unless you give me a title shot, I'm retiring. That's pretty wacky. Yeah.
With Arman Tsarukyan weighing in as the backup, is he getting back in the good graces with you and the?
Well, it's not about getting back in the good graces. It's about, you know, the guy had the opportunity to fight for a title and didn't make weight. It's just, I mean, you couldn't fuck up anything worse than that. But he proved, you know, now that he's not fighting for the title, and he was here as a backup fighter, he made weight. So it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Now, when did you start to believe it wasn't happening?
Few weeks ago, maybe. When everybody seemed to think that Jon was like playing this game of, let's make Tom not think I'm giving him the fight, and then I'm just going to spring it on him. But the MMA community at the highest level is a pretty small world, and I know people who've been out in Thailand at similar times that he was there. I know people who are around his circle, and I know that from the behaviour that he's doing outside the octagon, that he's not going to fight anytime soon. And the UFC always, I honestly think I've got to be one of the easiest people for the UFC to ever work with, because, and that's not me like blowing my own trumpet, everything they tell me I do. I never do anything like, they just told me for a year, be ready, stay fit, stay in shape, be ready for a date, be ready for a contract, and that's what I've done for the last year. I've not done nothing else. I've took like no vacations, I'm not taking no days off, I'm looking after my diet, I'm doing my recovery, I'm doing the sparring, I'm doing the strength and conditioning, I'm learning new techniques, I'm doing everything that a professional fighter at the elite level should be doing to get ready for a fight. So that's all I've done for like the last 10 months or whatever it's been. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange situation, to be honest, but I'm so glad now that it's just done and I can move on.